And welcome back, my fellow lost souls, to Let's Play Silent Hill 3. Last time, we tried to escape via the subway to get back home, and unfortunately, it did not exactly pan out. We are now inside an underground passway system that seems to be connected to the sewers, based on what we're seeing. Now, we're going to be going further into this area, and hopefully find a way out of here, and hopefully find a way back home. I don't know if Heather knows if the subway train actually got us closer to our home, but we can only pray. We can only pray. Alright, coming into this room, we will find some kind of hoist here, and over in this little, this little ladderway, we'll find the thing completely flooded. Hole's full of dirty water. I can't get down there like that. Yeah, I don't really feel like going for some swimming right now either, especially because we still got a long night ahead of us, if we can guess. So let's throw the switch on the hoist and just, drain that out. Maybe not. Over here, this might be the fuel tank. There's nothing in it, though. Well, conveniently, we just picked up some kerosene, so let's just pour this in here and throw the switch again. Oh, hold on. The interact point for the hoist switch is a little finicky. Doesn't always register that you're interacting with it, which, believe me, is more than a little annoying when you're trying to get through the game quickly. But the hoist is thrown, the water pump begins working, or actually it opens up a floodgate. My bad. And we want to equip the steel pipe before we go forward. Going to be engaging in some non-conventional combat. Looks like I'll be able to get down there now, if I can stand the smell, that is. Sorry if I'm mashing through the text a little bit. I've been doing a lot of extreme mode runs, and did a 10-star run, so I'm used to just mashing the text. We're missing some of Heather's delightful dialogue. But yes, we opened up the floodgate, it drained out this area. I have to imagine it smells wonderful in here. But this allows us to get even further into the underground passageway. Now, heading into this area, gonna go over a little bridge, and looks like we're now in the waterway areas. Now, let me see here. I forget how far we have to go before we get to the thing that I wanted to mention. Let's just throw open this door. Ah, yes, here we go. So we're just going to drop right down into the sewage water, and we're gonna hug the wall here, and you will see that as we go down, a large numbody. Now we're just going to stay in the water and whack his toes with the steel pipe. Should be able to do... Gotta get a little closer. There we go. Just give him some nice overhead swings. A little bit more reliable than the thrust from this angle. And he's toast. Now we can just climb back up and get through... Oh, he's blocking it. Enemies have a little bit of time before their bodies become intangible, and you can walk through them after they die. The easiest way to do that, if they're blocking your way, really slowing you down, just give them 3 kicks. That'll cause them to just formally die. Though, of course, whatever damage actually killed them will be what is registered for your kill when it comes to scoring. Hey, see something down there? Wonder what that is. Well, that's neither here nor there. Heading into this little garbage disposal room, there's a couple interesting things for us here. Got a dryer for some reason. Not sure what that's for. That's a lot of garbage. Where the hell did this come from? I guess this is all the stuff that gets tossed out into the sewers. Man, people are so inconsiderate. Okay, anything else of note here? I'm just wasting my time looking around here. I better get going. Even so, it really stinks. It's going straight from my nose to my head. Yeah, I can only imagine. I do not envy Heather in this situation. Hey, a thing. It's gone. Weird. Well, I'm sure that's nothing we'll have to worry about. Gotta turn the light off, because there was a large numbody on the opposite side of the waterway from the one that we killed. So we can hopefully just drop down in the water, climb back up on the other side, and get into the door that we need to go into. Oh, scratched it. Oh, no, wait. He did not realize I was there, so yes, we can just climb right up, get past him, not even have to worry about him. Got more numbodies here, so just want to sort of stagger when the light is on. I do kind of need the light on every now and again because it is very difficult to see, as you can imagine. And with that cacophony of industrial noise behind us, we are into another office and another save point for us. There's a couple things to note here. First off, let's look at this journal. There's something written on the notebook. There's a monster in the water. The bastards killed 2 of my buddies. I should never have doubted that old urban legend about alligators in the sewers. That was no myth. But no one believes me. They were drunk and slipped? We're not that damn stupid. Even calling it a monster isn't quite right. There's something else. All I know is something's in there. I'm going in now to beat that thing's head in. If you find this note, consider it my will. Revenge is futile, or so you may think, reading this, but Jose and Jaime were my best buddies. Wish I knew how to do the deed. Guns won't work underwater. Even my famous knife work won't do much. If only I had a hand grenade. And if we look at this, danger, keep out. This was probably pasted on that door there. You can see where it fell off. Yeah, hey, actually, nice little touch there. You can see the spot where it would have been pasted. Alright, so we're going to use the save point real quick, because there is a non-standard game over scene. Now, obviously, that notebook there was warning us that, hey, don't go into this next area carelessly. And if that was not enough of a warning for you there, when we actually get into this room, you will find that it is just an absolute mess of blood by this bridge. I'm sure that's nothing. Let's just walk across and go on our merry way. Yeah, that's not a good idea. That's not so hot. But hey, our first opportunity to see the game over screen. Oh yeah, comprehensive let's play. Let's go. But yes, that's why I made that save right there. Non-standard game over you get if you do not use the proper method for dispatching this thing. Now, how do we dispatch it? Now, that guy just suggested a grenade, but we obviously don't have any grenades. But what if we could make something that was similar in principle? Well, conveniently, there's an electrical outlet here. And we just so happened to get a hairdryer with a decently lengthy cord. Alright, so let's just plug this sucker in. Use the old toaster in bath method to take this guy out. Hairdryer, but you know, same in principle, same in principle. This has been a puzzle solution of principles so far. But yes, we just need to toss that hairdryer in there, make a nice electrical bath for the monster, and we can get across. You do want to be careful when going over this bridge. If you step over the edge, you can start to stumble, and I don't know if Heather can't swim or if the water is just so viscous it creates a similar effect, but she will drown if you do let that happen. Now, we're almost out of the passageway and the sewers. Going through this door, I just want to turn the light off because there's some pretty nasty enemies waiting by the way we need to go. Going into here, we just immediately want to drop into the water, climb up onto the other side, and then we want to just move as fast as possible. You can already hear what I'm worried about. Pendulums, just make sure the light is off so they don't zoom in on your position before you can get into this passageway. And then this door will lead us to the exit. Just got another long hallway to go through. Yeah, there's never any ambiguity about if there are pendulums in the area or not. After the first few times you've played this game, you're probably going to be sick of them, because that noise they make is just grating, and it is omnipresent in certain areas. Probably to punish people who are wearing headphones, because I guess Team Silent just doesn't like it if people are having too much fun. But with that, we make it into a sort of weird connecting area to somewhere. But hey, access to a manhole cover-up and another ladder to climb.
What a thrill.
Alright, so we're out of there, and it looks like we're on some kind of construction site for a building. Doesn't look like it's too far along in its development, though. Man, what is with all this, like, weird overhanging I want to say like canvas, just blocking the entire area off. Another save point here if you need it. We do not. We just saved, and there is no interesting comment, so we can ignore it entirely. We're completely blocked off from getting out of this area, so I guess there's nowhere to go but into the building proper. Let's go. Not sure if this is a building that's just under renovations or if it's a building site that just got condemned. We're doing pretty good on healing items here. I just want to take a look at my stock here because this is the first time that I can really mention the item scaling system. You see, normally there'd be at least a health drink or two here, especially on extreme mode where you probably have taken quite a bit of damage at this point. But if you're doing really good on healing items and you haven't healed yourself too much, there'll be nothing there. So, yeah, we're kind of robbed some health drinks. The way this item scaling system works, sometimes it can actually be a little disadvantageous to not heal yourself or use up a certain amount of bullets, because sometimes the rewards you get for triggering the scaling to help you out is a lot better than what you could expect to see. Such is the case where if I used a couple more health drinks, I would have gotten a couple back there. Oh well. Here's to what could have been. But, yeah, this is, not exactly, the most welcoming area we've been to, although what has been welcome. Looks like they got a working bathroom here. Plain old wash basin. Nothing special about it. It's a toilet. Thought this building was still under construction, but it looks like this has been used. Wonder if, somebody is living here. Or at the very least, squatting. Yeah, same difference, same difference. Just a matter of, terminology. Alright, so heading into this area, lots of empty bottles and cans. Looks like somebody was living here. And they just left their handgun bullets for us. How nice of them. Looks like we got a hole leading to the floor below. And what's this? Health drink, and there's a little home made of cardboard boxes and old blankets. I guess a squatter was living here. Now, we could drop down that hole, but Heather would be liable to break her ankles, so let's push this filthy mattress down. Ugh, filthy mattress. Will you drop it down into the hole? This will create a little cushion that'll allow us to safely land should we drop down. But there's one other thing on this floor. You may notice, and it'll become more obvious as you get closer to it, looks like this wall is plastered over. The wall color looks a little different here, and the material is different too. Might break if it's hit hard enough. Well, let's give it a shot. Just do a couple of thrusts into this. If you do a single swing with the maul, it'll just break immediately. Huh. We got a silencer, and there's a pair of legs. See the legs through the broken part of the wall. I hope these are just mannequin legs, but I guess I'm not that lucky. Just like the black cat. Wish I hadn't seen that. I actually don't know what that's referencing, but... Snake, what's going on? What's wrong? Respond! Snake? Snake? Snake! Yeah, apparently it was confirmed that's Solid Snake trapped in the wall there, and that's why we got his silencer when we broke it open. I kind of wish they had made, like, the legs dark blue, so that was a bit more obvious. Now, the silencer is a bit of a interesting weapon. As you can see, we can fix it on our handgun, or a submachine gun if we had one, and this will silence the shots of the gun, as well as hide the muzzle flare, which means that the sounds will not attract enemies, and enemies who react to the light of the muzzle flare will not react to that either. The trade-off is that your damage with your guns is reduced by about 30%, so if an enemy took about 10 shots to kill, they take about 13 with a silenced handgun. So this is a very, very situational item, but there are a couple situations where we could put it to use, so I'll try to show those off when we get to them. Since we pushed the mattress in, we can drop down in this hole, no problem, don't have to worry about breaking anything when we land. And just dust yourself off real quick. Now, this area that we're in mostly just leads to a bunch of dead ends, but you probably noticed that broken open section in the wall. Can't get through here, so I guess we have nothing to do but go through that. Hopefully we can find access to a little bit more upscale building. Heading out onto this scaffolding, it's going to be some pendulums. Just move quickly and you won't have to worry about them honing in on you. And, luck would have it, we do in fact have access to another building. Heading into here, we're going to find a place that is much, much nicer, much more up to code. It seems to be actually finished. As soon as the game loads. I always forget how long the load times are in this game. Tabletop is covered with papers. I don't see any info that might come in handy, though. Where are we? There's a thermal carafe. It's a thermal carafe. There's nothing inside. Could use some coffee at this moment, honestly. But that is just something we're going to have to deal with. So, we seem to have entered some kind of office building. Anything that we can check out here? There's a bunch of rooms that just have broken locks. But there is one room that we can get access to in this hallway. Heading into here, looks like mannequin storage. Here's a mannequin with no head or legs. I know it's just an inanimate object, but I'm still a little nervous. Afraid, maybe. Yeah, mannequins are creepy. This is the only mannequin with a head. There's something weird about the headless ones. Like they can still see me or something. Ugh. Anything to say about this one? Yeah, it says the same thing. Now heading into here, get some ammunition. What was that? This is blood. Yeah, that's a nice little jump scare for you. We actually got... this is one of the more unfortunate moments of item scaling in the game. On normal mode, there's a package of shotgun shells here. No such luck on hard mode, just some handgun ammo. Gotta turn the light off. You can probably already hear the split heads. We just want to run past these guys and go straight to this exit. We do have to come back this way because there is another area we can check out with... or on that part of the office building. But the item that we actually need to complete our business there is available on a higher floor, so we may as well just go up it. Fortunately, those split heads, once we come back with the item that we need, they will disappear and we won't have to worry about them at all, so nice stuff there. Saves us some effort should you feel compelled to kill them, which I would not recommend it. Split heads are best dealt with shotguns using the counterblast method, and on your first playthrough, you're just not going to have the ammo to do that, so it's best to just avoid them. Looks like we got a bit of an art gallery here. There's a guest registration notebook on the reception desk. I think I'm going to ignore it for now. What do we got here? Its title is Repressor of Memories. What kind of title is that? I don't get this picture at all. Sounds a little defensive there, Heather. Looks like there was a picture here before. Well, the caption's still around. Flame purifies all. Flame, I don't know what kind of picture used to be here. I'm not too fond of fire. It's scary somehow. Interesting. Now this is a calm, relaxing picture. Mountain. Nice and simple. See, Heather is a fan of minimalism. There's a price written here. Let's see. 5,000? Man, what a world. Believe me, Heather, the stuff people will spend money on. Ceramic pot. Not really my style. It's too big to use as a vase. It's an interesting attitude to have. Alright, we had enough fun browsing the art gallery. Let's actually get to the stuff we came here for. First order of business is a screwdriver. This is one of the key items we need to get through this area, so may as well pick that up, since we need it, you know. Now over here is a very, very important weapon. A katana. Best melee weapon in the game. Basically a flat upgrade over the steel pipe. Its range is not as long as the steel pipe, but that hardly matters at all. What it does have over the steel pipe is that it's even faster and stronger. It's only just a little bit weaker than the maul, so this is the best melee weapon in the game. You're going to be using this a ton on your first playthrough, just because ammo is so scarce, and once you get a hang for blocking stuff, this is a very effective weapon to use. Every time I see this little thing, Gallery of Fine Arts, the little picture here, I keep thinking it's a save point from Silent Hill 2, and I want to use it to save my progress. No such luck here. Now, there are 2 rooms we can get into in this hallway for this auto office, but one of them just leads to an insane cancer, so that's not really worth our time. Now we can just stab this numb body to death. As you can see, 3 stabs. That thing is no problem. So yeah, katana gives us a fantastic way to deal with enemies. You do want to be mindful of your stamina though, so when the enemies are not aggroing on us, we just want to stand still, let our stamina go back a little bit, and just stab these guys repeatedly. Yeah, check out that. This is great. Beautiful weapon. You gonna come for me, buddy? Come on, come on. It's not so scary. Probably getting blocked by the corpses of his allies. And just give him another few stabs. There we go. 3 stabs, easy peasy, no problem. No bullets spent. The katana is amazing. You're going to be using this thing so much on your first playthrough. Alright, that just leads back to the hallway. Where we actually want to go to get the item we need to progress is in here, inside the auto office proper. Got a health drink over here. Just want to check out the shelf. You guys hear something? That's a nice poster. KMN Auto Parts. Poster for this company. Very, very informative, Heather. Thank you. Alright, with all that said and done, like I said, there is a room we can access, but it just leads to an insane cancer, and not worth it at basically ever to fight those things. Now that we've gotten the screwdriver, that was the main thing we needed. Well, actually, the screwdriver and the jack. We needed both of those. Now we can head back to the third floor. What exactly do we need those for, particularly the jack? Well, I didn't get a chance to look at it because the split heads were harassing us, but let's just go over to it now. As soon as we get back in. Also, the third and fifth floors are the only floors you can access. All others, they just have broken locks. You'll see that this elevator doors are open a little. Space is too narrow to be of any use, though. With the jack, we could probably just crank that open, but what would we really do with it at that point? Well, what we need is in Monica's dance studio. Alright, so let's just check out all the rooms that have things that aren't critical in them. First order of business, we want to head over here. This will take us into the locker room for Monica's dance studio, and we'll find some healing items here. If you triggered the item scaling to get better items, you would actually get a first aid kit and an ampule there, so it's actually desirable to take some damage and use some healings, because that's a way better reward. Now, we can go into the dance studio proper. I would not recommend this at all. This room is an absolute nightmare, filled with split heads and insane cancers, and no items. Do not bother going in there. It's just not worth the time. Even on a ranking run where the split head is an easy shooting kill, it's just such a hard to see... an area where it's so hard to see anything, and you could activate the insane cancers, and they can be pretty dangerous if you idle around them too long. Get a map here for the office building, and we get the name of the place, Hilltop Center. Got another save point here. No comment on it this time, so we'll just back up. Now, if we look over here, you'll notice that this drawer is ajar. The drawer is open just a smidge. Must be rusted or something. Can't pull it out any further. Ah, come on, Heather, put your back into it. But, you know, with a lever, with a fulcrum and a lever that is long enough, I shall move the earth. So let's just jam the screwdriver in there and pop this thing open. And we get some rope for our effort. Classic adventure game item. Now, with the rope and the jack, we can crank open the elevator and then use the rope to descend. So let's just throw that open and get down to a lower floor and hopefully find some way out of this building. All the other obvious ways out of it are just, you know, the doors are broken. I don't think Heather can exactly survive a 3-story drop out the window, so let's not press our luck there. Alright, with that popped open, we can just fit through just a bit, so let's drop our rope down. Hopefully you can find a good place to secure this, Heather. Alright, time to do some spelunking. Yeah, let's go. I should have backed out and see where she tied that. Oh well, here's to the could-have-beens. My dream of making this as comprehensive as possible has failed. Alright, so, looks like we got a drawing on the vending machine. That old familiar pattern is on a piece of paper stuck to the vending machine. Who the hell put it here? It's not like it's the latest fad or anything, right? I would think not, Unless the occult really took off in recent times in your area. But yeah, just another fun little comment there. Alright, we want to hang a right here, I believe. Yes. And what is this? Echo interiors and floor fashions. Could get some interior design ideas. I feel like this is a good venture to explore. Now here we got some dog statues. Well, beef jerky. And then Dalmatians? Dog figurine. That's real enough to bite. I think you're getting a little paranoid here, Heather. You say anything about this garbage? Sofa, really beaten up. No, nothing to say about the garbage. Now, heading into this area, we just want to strafe to the right real quick. Ooh, oh, no. Oh, man. Yeah, that is exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Got surrounded by those things, so just gonna have to let them close in on us. They get distracted. Hello? Yep. Whoa. Okay. And just give this guy a few overhead hits. And you are also going to die by my steel. There we go. You're a samurai now, Heather. Bit unfortunate that I took a hit there. It's really, really hard to get into a position where those guys can't hit you. I probably should have gone forward a bit before strafing. So, let's see. We got a little model bathroom here. A bathtub display. There's a dark red stain on the bottom. And not very attractive. Don't know who'd be inspired to buy it after that. It's just for display. Can't really be used. Darn, I have to go. But, heading into this room here, we find another bathtub. This one looks like a model. Well, let's see if we can't use it.
I knew it.
It's being invaded by the other world, by a world of someone's nightmarish delusions come to life.
Oh no, not again. Did she do this too?
That little line of dialogue, that sounded really familiar. But yes, now we're in the Hilltop Center, Otherworld. I'm twisting the handle, but nothing's coming out. I do have to admit, this is one of the more arbitrary switches into the Otherworld I've seen in the series. I'm not really sure what they were going for with this, but whatever. Going into this area, we want to equip the handgun, and we want to equip the beef jerky for the first time. We're going to be making heavy use of this throughout this area. Heading this way, well, that's inviting. Let's not put too much thought into that, though. So, the alternate building, this is one of the more annoying areas in the game, if I'm going to be completely honest. Grab some handgun bullets here. The mummy-like thing in the wheelchair is just a doll. Or is it? Something about it makes me uneasy. I wonder why, I wonder. Yep. The doll in the wheelchair. I hate... Yeah, any input you make on the controller advances the dialogue, and I accidentally wiggled the analog stick, so we missed the last bit of dialogue there. Now, we want to turn the light off, and as soon as we enter this room, we want to drop some beef jerky with R3 on the ground, because we have the worst enemy in the game to deal with, slurpers. I hate these things so much. So, yeah, we want to fire 5 handgun shots into its rear end, and then we want to switch to the katana and do a bunch of overhead swipes to take it down. Now be careful about these things, because they will fake dead, and they can get up while you're attacking them and knock you on your behind, and it is super annoying. Fortunately, they are very much distracted by beef jerky, so we can drop that down and then plug them with some handgun shots, hit them with a melee weapon a few times, take them out real quick that way. I don't know what kind of plant this is, but it's withering away. Poor thing. Yeah, this doesn't exactly look like the greatest area for photosynthesis. I don't think people are watering the plants either. Hey, what's this? Oh, there's something here. Find the Holy One. Killer? Hey, this is a photo of Heather. How'd they get this? That's me. Could have taken this photo. That's really creepy. Well, that's just something we're going to have to ponder for another time. We're going to take this opportunity to save, and when we return in the next video, we're going to take on the alternate building world. And we're also going to talk about a little bit about some other movie references they crammed in here, because between the second and the third game, Team Silent saw another movie that they really liked, so they included a bunch of references to that in here as well. So, look forward to that in the next video. That is all for now, though. As always, hope you enjoyed watching. Hope to see you next time. Until then, goodbye.